The Lord of the Rings Gollum is an absolute mess. We were promised the opportunity to play through an epic adventure as everyone's favourite ex-Hobbit. However, the game does not deliver. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why the game failed so miserably. To start off a bit more positively, the narrative is probably one of the best features in Lord of the Rings Gollum. The trip into the psyche of one of Tolkien's most fascinating characters is undoubtedly intriguing. Seeing the war between Smeagol and Gollum unfold as he repeatedly attempts to escape an orc prison is pretty captivating early on. This is especially because you get the opportunity to decide which personality wins out when significant choices are to be made in the story. The dialogue for Smeagol and Gollum, as well as some of the other main characters, is written pretty well. Unfortunately, the rest of the narrative is honestly quite dull. Way too much of the game is spent in the orc prison, and a lot of the time spent in there feels like you are just carrying out menial tasks. This caused the narrative to drop off, and it took much too long for it to pick up again. The gameplay is the real downfall of the title. Gollum's movements are very inconsistent. You can never truly know when moving from one platform to the next if you will actually make it. Almost every jump feels like a massive leap of faith. This is especially noticeable when you must reach a platform that is behind you whilst climbing. The amount of times that you'll miss a platform or Gollum will straight up jump out into the abyss instead of to the intended direction is rage-inducing. Though some of the world may be interesting to explore, it quickly becomes undesirable because of just how clunky these basic controls are. Admittedly, some of the puzzle solving you will encounter is slightly amusing. However, you have to get through tireless hours of awkward platforming just to get there. I can appreciate the fact that the developers were attempting to do something unique with the Lord of the Rings Gollum, but it just doesn't play very well. Most of my playthrough gave me the same thrill as the follow the target missions in Assassin's Creed 2.
Boring!
On the topic of The Lord of the Rings, if you love the books like I do, or you haven't started reading them yet, but struggle to find time to sit down and read, why not sign up for a trial of Audible? Not only is this trial a completely free way to hear one of the greatest stories ever told, even being read by the real Gollum, but you also support this channel in the process. So click the link in the description and start reading today. This video is not sponsored by Audible. However, if you sign up using our affiliate link, we will get a small commission. Unfortunately, the game's character designs and visuals is another place where it really suffers. Gollum's design in particular looks like a far cry from what we've seen so far. I understand that the devs wanted to separate this game from the movie a little, but it did a big disservice to the character in the process. Not many of the other character models look particularly appealing either. This is disappointing, as there are moments in the game where it looks like a bit of an eyesore. Whilst talking about the characters, I want to make quick mention of the voice acting. Whilst I really did enjoy both the voices for Gollum and Smeagol, I can't help but feel the former sounds a bit too much like Accelerate from Ben 10.
Yes, the spider could help. First, lure them into her webs and then... Got what I asked for. That musclehead will never know what hit him.
On a more positive note, I must say, I do quite like the overall aesthetics of the landscapes. Whether it be the gritty look of the dungeons or the dark, mysterious caves, the design of the world itself is not too shabby. The Lord of the Rings Gollum struggles to make an impact in Tolkien's beloved universe and stands as an outsider when compared to the franchise's other games. There might be some interesting ideas here, but I still have the same burning question. I mean, who asked for a Lord of the Rings game exclusively based around Gollum? The gameplay is not fun, and whilst parts of the narrative are interesting, it falls apart very quickly.